Why, hello there, people. I'm not going to do that because then you're going to hear that. What's going on? Welcome to the show tonight. Tonight, we're live. We're going to be live because we're here. We figured, why the hell not? Let's be live. Yeah, finally. Dude, well, I'm going to, go check out the subscriptions. Going to get into it, though, but say, dude, we got some flying in. We got some very, very good flying in. I got some good shots, got some good videos, of which we'll be uploading to mine and the IVPAC channel here in the near future. It was beautiful stuff. There was some really good stuff out there. There was really good, just like mostly stuff to be had and everything. It was good. It was good. Um, Whoops. And I was impressed by some of the flights, even though I was also a bit chagrined by the flights because it was like some of them were. I always worry about the wind, and I made a comment about it too, where for some odd reason, a lot of the people who like to fly when it's windy, and that's all well and good, but I really feel like it doesn't do you right. It doesn't let you know like how you're gonna fly because the wind is not a great equalizer. It turns every aircraft into basically a long range plane. I mean, in that respect, it is an equalizer, but like planes that would normally not be short or would be short to medium range all of a sudden become these long range fantastical birds. And it's really, I think, more unconclusive, inconclusive. I said that was stupid. More inconclusive because you just don't know what you're getting out of the aircraft. So I don't know. There were some amazing flights, and a lot of things got to fly. I forgot to fly goblins, coyotes, Venom, Cirrus, um, ND-19 2. Um, what the hell else is on these damn things? Cirrus was out there. And Goblin forever always seems to get these close-up shots. It's really quite amazing. That sucked. Man, some of those are some really good. I was a little disappointed. Tonight would have been awesome, but like we were haphazard. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, so I'm scrolling through them. I'll share a couple with you. It was pretty. It was overall good days, and these are like this is what you got to do. Like some of them too. Jesus, the amount of like how far they got, and Cirrus especially. Cirrus, man, if I'd have brought phases out there, they'd have been gone, just freaking gone. An amazing amount of distances to be had by these aircraft. Um, and some of the pictures didn't turn out as well because one of the problems I have, of course, is being the launcher. I can't line myself up right for the shots. So you're kind of at the mercy of what I can do, which is why I try to take as many shots as I do because you're not gonna be able to see or tell. Ah, that was a wasted shot. That's a wasted shot. That one's good. Yeah. See, oh man, you tried to focus on the background. That's not bad. Sirius took some pretty good shots. The Venom, decent. Venom borrowed some OAE stuff, so it turned out to be pretty good. Turned out to be, yeah, like it was all right. Either way, I mean, the flight was awesome. The flying was awesome. The whole point of doing that crap is that the flights were good. So I'm happy with them. I'm happy with getting out there finally. These weren't my first flight days, but these are my first recorded flight days. I got some videos up there to post though, so you guys can see what we went through. Anyway, but these were good flights. These were good aircraft. I showed a video earlier, like before, of I'm planning to roll out Indy 25-2 rolled out as a potential interceptor, but today Indy 25-5. Wait, I gotta count them. ND 25-2 is probably ND 25-3. on that. So yeah, I think 1, 2, 3, 4. It's actually -4. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Oh my God, it's a war. The one that I showcased before that you saw, this thing. Do you remember that? You guys remember this? Yeah, you remember this, right? Yeah, it's pretty cool looking. Like, oh, maybe it was pretty cool looking. Maybe I thought it was crap. I don't know. But yeah. Hold on. Let's see if we can take you along for a ride. Yeah, yeah, we can take you along for a ride. All right, and it's gonna like turn out like crap. I hate how that ends up being silly. Okay, wait a minute. Let's make it. Let's make it smooth. Okay.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
There you go. This was ND25, which I now know as ND25-5. Yeah, it's ND25-5. Believe it or not, this is the 5th one because I counted some other stuff like, if you guys remember this one I showcased. Oh my God, it's on the red. This is not working. This is fine. If I angle it like this, it screws up. This is not this color. It's this color. But as long as it's like this, is okay. But anyway, this is ND25-4. So this is -5. This came after that. So, yeah, I'll do a rundown of those anyway. But the epitome, though, the coolest part is, after finding it, ND25-6 rolled out today. And I got something. I mean, this is cool. Probably going to work with it. But I got something else. So, which is good because I think I need them. And I'm getting them. And that's probably news for a different time. Like, I think maybe I need to concentrate more on that aircraft. But there we go. We transitioned to that's a little bit better. Yeah, they're bigger. There we go. Yeah, yeah. So anyway, those are this one maybe. This is kind of like the ones you guys rolled around with, ND16-9. No, I'm kidding. It wasn't -9, but it was -2 back in the day. And y'all came along for the build. Wait. Well, it was 16 was rehashed. 20 was the design, so forgive me. But yeah. Anyway, so we went along for those rides. These are pretty good aircraft. Well, hell, those are outstanding. This one, not so much. This one is a do not use. So, and I'm literally saying that because that aircraft really is. That one's not as impressive as I thought it would be. It's all right. It's not a bad plane, but the other ones that I had you ride along with are pretty good. Oh yeah, Novolin was out there too. Yeah, it's been some good stuff. You want to see some clips real quick? I kind of just wanted to get those out there because I was like I said, impressed with the flying in general. Um, they're very good shots. Here you go. Let's get into it. There's a Novolin shot there. This was taken 3 days ago. Very pretty. She posed really, really good for that. And I was a little bit more impressed on the cameras as like, well, where I could get, because the flights were working is basically what it was. You know, like the flights were doing a good job. And they gave me ample time to get the shots. And yeah, I mean, like that was more what I was trying to accomplish than anything else. This was really cool. That's a 332-2. And like, man, that one, it's for a clear sky blue shot, that's impressive. Almost looks like there's a stealth fighter in there. Got the moon on the shot. Yeah, it's very. She did good. It was so windy. Like I don't understand why it has to be that way. This is another shot of it, and I always seem to get it down. I'm okay with that. Like she's going down, but the shots were good. So yeah, it was nice. I like seeing the fins. I always like seeing the fins, so that's why the shots are. I don't know. I don't know. It's just it's good. I gotta. Oops! Don't carry over. That's a shot of 332-1 flying over with considering that it was windy and I was trying to get downwind. That was pretty good stuff because it was fighting the wind as it went along. Um, it just there's some amazing stuff. This is what we live for. You know, these are the shot like the shots. Yeah, it's trapped in your memory, but we get to share these. This is Coyote just doing its thing. I mean, Coyote, man, dude, I was so impressed with Coyote's ability to get downrange with the wind. They all seem to be flying that way, and Coyote was, let's face it, Coyote was showing off. I thought. I mean, like, because there's no reason for that plane to be going as far as it was. That's a pretty good look at it there. Sunlight's catching it just right. Sunlight's catching it all. And these are the shots you're striving for when you're trying to get the planes. So, and, but I mean, these are calendar worthy, you know, and like you hoped planes fly like this for you at all times. This is Goblin, and of course Goblin doing Goblin things. Yeah, she's almost always close. It's a really good shot. Goblin never gets that far away, so if poses good, and you don't get many shots because its flights are just ridiculously fast. I wish it was upright, but beggars can't be choosers, so we won't say hardly anything about that. I mean, overall, they were good flights. They were good enough to pose for, and I don't ever get a chance to give you Goblin shots. So Goblin's not as impressive, especially outside when you have to deal with the wind because she's all over the place. Inside's where she shines because then she's a true stunner and comes back to you and does stuff like that. This is ND19-2. I don't know why it transitions instantly when I do that. I guess I shouldn't complain, but I want to center it. So ND19-2 doing a pretty good job. That's that spider-like bird with the no-nose. She looked pretty good out there. I couldn't aim for crap when her shots were coming up, so it really kind of made her worse. But, again, not going to complain because, I mean, I made some shots. I'm more impressed with that. That one's beautiful. That one looks like she's trying to track that damn thing down. And the next shot in that was really cool because the plane became the shot. Like, it kind of looks like our thing, you know? Like, yeah, that's Paper Aircraft Weekly right there, you know? Not exactly, but close to it. It was a pretty good shot. So, I have no idea why I'm just, like, showing you all these. This is just in case you don't get a chance to see them otherwise. So, yeah, the 332 being what it was, or, I'm sorry, ND19-2 being what it was, made some outstanding flights, even though they were a little bit shorter. Of all the planes that came out, it was the shortest one on the day. This was a pretty good shot because it actually came back, which had to fight the wind to do so. Because, like, if you saw the sunset, you saw the clouds. That was the way the wind was going all 4 days that we were flying out there. So it was an attempt. I mean, they all did pretty good. They all made good work of themselves and stuff like that. So these are, again, calendar worthy. So you may see these again. That one's spectacular. I don't know how. I didn't even see that cloud before, so it kind of looks like a starburst. I could Photoshop her over to the left like 5 degrees and be an interstellar shot, but yeah. There was some really cool sunset going on out there, but I couldn't get any of them to go into it, which was really, really freaking aggravating. But, I mean, it's also like windy as hell. Like, I look out my window here as we film the show, and you can look out my window and I can see in trees, and trees weren't moving. But you get out there and it's like wide, vast, open farm space, and the wind is relentless. So I couldn't capture what I could foreseeably have captured. This was a pretty good shot of 19.2 on like flying low inbound. That was good. Oh yeah, Cirrus. Cirrus probably did the best job out there. I swear to God, if I had phases out there, they'd have been gone. I was scared of doing Venom, for crying out loud, because I thought for sure Venom would be. I'm not going to transition the other one. Screw it. You guys get the idea. Cirrus was doing freaking stellar work. I mean, amen. Cirrus was the bomb. And like, it made me wonder, like I said, if I'd have brought like a amped phase out there, if it would have traversed the marsh, because Cirrus was gone. I brought out the white and the yellow one, and like I just about lost them. The yellow one went so far out there. I don't know the numbers because I didn't record the numbers yet. By the time they get posted up there, they'll have the numbers. That's like, I mean, like, dude, for real, that's just crazy. That one went so far away. I mean, she was a good distance away. I had to zoom to keep up with that shot. This was, hold on. I captured one shot to make everybody jealous because I was trying to get them in that sunset because this was the sunset. And yeah, I was just trying to get that. That's the marsh we're flying over. So it was really pretty spectacular. There's no plane in that shot. And I can't believe I admitted that to you because I was thinking of photoshopping a bird into that, but I couldn't get him to face it at all. So I was like, damn you guys. But the wind was not cooperating because it was kicking out like somewhere around the east. The needle would twiddle around the east, so it wasn't really going to work. I mean, I was trying. We got some... What? Oh, I just duplicated the shot. I got some pretty good pictures of it being close, but not really quite. Like, something like that, you know? But a lot less in the peach fuzz. God, I can't believe... Cirrus has this real problem of, like, it must be a stealthy plane because it loses focus often. And I don't know if I want to show you that one. You notice how when they glide, they look effervescent, they look ephemeral. When they come down, though, they don't look as good. And that's Cirrus heading down. She wasn't landing yet. She's going to pull up out of that. But just doesn't look as graceful, you know? So, looks more like a bell. And then, of course, I dared... Yeah, this was kind of almost embarrassing. I dared to take a Venom out there, and you guys know about Venom. So I was skeptical at first because I didn't know what she would do, but she actually kind of stunted more into that wind. She didn't do what she could have done, went down range and away and possibly into the marsh, but yeah, but I was happy with it overall. Like, it was a pretty windy day. Wasn't rainy, wasn't humid, or enough that it wouldn't matter to them. So, overall, really good showing, really good. I mean, well, I'm not complaining. There's some good flights, some good shots, and some good videos, which is really all that freaking matters, you know? That's all I was trying to accomplish. I was like trying to get shots that freaking mattered. And it worked, I think. It worked really good, so. But anyway, how about y'all? Y'all been doing all right? I can't believe I haven't changed that date yet. Sitting here like playing around with you guys and showing you pictures. Just letting you know, those are the pictures of the flights, so they look pretty good. I don't like that. That's not what I don't like, you freaking goofball. There's just no way to do this, is there? It just doesn't want to cooperate, does it? Nope, that's got to be the size. So it's like that. So it wants to lock there, and I don't want it to lock there. Which means I probably have to move the camera. Sorry, we're building this on the fly, aren't we? We are, in fact, building this on the fly. You're not going to notice too much about that. It looked like it shifted the whole thing over. It doesn't matter. Anyway. So yeah, good flights. Good stuff. We'll be getting out there some more. You'll see these videos too. Hoping we can get some other people involved in this. Hoping you guys get some flights in there. Yeah. See, just talking 22 minutes of bullcrap. Why am I dropping frames? Anyway, could explain some things. Yeah, so what's new with you guys? You get any flights? You watch some of those videos everybody's been putting up there? A lot of people have been putting up some stuff. Obviously, we're like, me, has Sil, I'm getting some stuff going. I said, like, the videos are taking shape, but they're not really having to take that much shape. You know what I mean? Because they're all out there for you guys, and you can just watch. Obviously going to have different looks, and I've been touting that, and they're going to become that way, but in the meantime, damn, that's good root beer. All natural, made with cane sugar and sassafras. Oh yeah. But all the rest of the subscribers or subscriptions that we got out there is they're making planes. Automobile Crafts, Best Paper Airplanes channel, Avion de Papel Tube, Paper Dreams, Paper Flieger Tube, all of them, Tutorial Avion and Papier, Modern Papercraft, like, I mean, dude, Artholic, Fold On, Aerocrafter, holy cow, everybody really is rocking it. Obviously, Ukraine is out there, Easy Paper Origami made at Narwhal, that's crazy. Electrogami, dude. Just go out there and like, if you don't fly, watch some of these and be impressed and see if you want to do it yourself. Because, like, there's a lot of videos. Everybody always talks about me. Like, we'll make videos on those, and obviously we'll try to get you some. But compared to how many they crank out, it's like crazy. Even mine got out there. Go look at my channel. Silpad's got the 332-1 flights. I'll have some more on there later. So you need to go and check them out. And when you're not checking them out, you need to be building. And if you're not building, you need to be flying them. And if you're flying, you need a video. And you see that's the great circle of paper airplane life. I mean, Peter's Aircraft, they built a Mirage F1. That's nice. Oh, that's a sweet looking bird. I mean, it is a Mirage F1. ID67, what the heck has he got there? Oh, you got to check that out. That stuff looks really good, too. Coon's got, like, man, I don't know, something going on in them wings in that tailplane. Looks like he's got deployable helicopters or rockets. I have not checked that out. I'm going to have to check that out. You guys got to check that out. Got to see what that's all about. Crazy, man. Well, I mean, hey, look, the planes. See, here's the catch to some of these, and I got to mention this too because, like, I've chatted online, not like vocally chat, but like interesting. You mentioned weight on paper. Is that Falzon? I'm hoping I'm not massacring that. How you doing? I probably am massacring that. I try, but it comes out bad. Like, I can't. Me and Jason Merrill were talking about that, and he made me think about like some of these that I've got to like. Yeah, heavier weight, maybe a different gram, maybe a different bond, and obviously some planes are like my phase is the amp. Obviously loves being like that, but there's certain. It's a weight balance issue. And I know that some of these planes work so good because they have the perfect balance for them. Anybody else? I mean, like, when you guys get to building them, maybe you can change it around. Maybe you can make them a little bit different. That's fine. And share it with me, please. But, like, I've gotten stale when it comes to that. I'll be the first to admit it. But, like, you get scared, you get stale, you get complacent, whatever you want to call it, because if you've got something that works, you're kind of scared to take it. And I mean, like, yeah, I've tested a whole bunch of tech, but certain planes can take it, and I know they can take it because I'm sure, like, after building a few of them, they're like, okay, I know this will work. I know this will work. I can try this. This didn't work. I don't feel bad. The others do. But then there's some others, Javelin's a perfect example of that. Not that I would ever actually have to worry about it gliding or anything, but I can't use a heavier bond plane with that. It won't make the folds. And that therein lies the trouble, because if you go up a gram or 2 or 3, or if you increase the bond, how, when you start making a thick nose, how can you make the folds? And once you do, you realize, okay, you've got the bonded paper replacing the folds in, say, a regular notebook or a regular copy paper sheet. How much of the bonded paper, the thicker bond, the cardstock, whatever it is you're using, how much of those do you take away to counteract the folds that you're leaving out because you can't make them with cardstock, with thicker paper? It's a delicate balance, and that's what I suffer from with some of those. Like, everybody's got their own breaking point when it comes to that, especially if you find something that works. NASA's was like that too. He was like, I didn't want to cut them. I didn't want to tape them, staple them, or cut them because they were working without all that. Now he's like, okay, you got to gear it up. Well, I mean, like, especially once you develop that one plane that's going to work at all times. So, yeah, precisely. It does what matters is the design. But also, again, I still kind of deign to say, like, if you're going to build something that has a lot of folds, you gotta, yeah, I suppose it doesn't matter if you have like a kitchen scale, so it measures in the lightest of weights, milliliters, milligrams, stuff like that, so that when you're like trying to measure it, you're like, okay, where can I find that balance? Because you gotta know if you're doing the folds, you're taking the folds out, where you're taking the folds out from. Yeah, I mean, it's trickier that way, because I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I do like cardstock, I do like heavier bonded paper, but it only goes so far. There are certain sheets, like, every time I get one that does something like that, I mean, I know, like, yeah, that particular sheet right there, I'm never gonna turn into. That's a picture of somebody we all know and love, and can't do that with that one. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's some good points. Just because using the heavier grams, using the heavier bonded paper, I think, okay, yeah, it's gonna work. But like, I can show those. Once I get those videos posted, the ones that the pictures were just up. You see flights like that, and I mean, obviously, you see plenty of flights from other people using other bonds, and it works for them. That worked for me. So. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying I still would try that. But I'm saying that also, like, that's why I'm shy about doing it, is when it works so good, man. Plus the fact that, like, when I'm on the verge of losing them as it is, if they work any better than that, I do lose them. I'm not going to want to lose them. You know what I mean? Plus, I recycle. So I have a tendency to not, like, one of the reasons I love the hobby and think the hobby is for everybody is, of course, because anybody can get, if you've been to school, chances are you've got spare paper if you kept your schoolwork. I mean, nowadays, maybe not so much, but then again, if any of you have worked or went to school in anything in the last 20 years, and yeah, I mean that, like, you've got a phone, you've got a tablet, you've got a laptop, and yet we still use paper. Don't know why. Thought a tablet especially, but touchscreen laptops, thought it would do away with that. No, we still have to have paper. Don't know why, but whatever. So if you've been to work, if you've been to school, you've been to college, you've been to university, you've been anywhere, you probably get more paper. I recycle all that. So I got a lot of backup paper. So if I go and spend money on the paper, this becomes a little bit more of an economically taxing hobby. And I have enough of those. I really, really do. Between the models, the photography, which is expensive, astronomy, which can get expensive, the drones, the cars, the tools, yeah, woodworking. I mean, I dabble too much. And I highly focus on it too, so probably a little my DHD kicking in when it comes to something like that. I'll hyper focus on one thing and whatever, and I realize also, like, I gotta stop. I can't be doing all that crap all the time. But anyway, I'm sorry, little off tangent. But like, again, I don't want my little paper airplane hobby to become my paper airplane hobby. I'm not gonna preface that by saying little. I don't want my paper airplane hobby to become yet another one of my economically taxing things. One of the reasons why it's so easy is because, like, well, I already need to buy tape. I already need to buy staples. Although I don't use either one too much, so it's not so bad. Tape is one of the things I've probably spent the most on. Staples, not so much. Maybe more recently, but and getting into what Jason was talking about, like, okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna tape edges down. But again, like, I'll show you the videos. Like, I promise. It's not like I'm not holding out. Just took them. Haven't had a chance to upload because I came home from the flights and is doing the show. Knew I had to do the show. But when I show you the videos and you see the flights, you may get like, okay, this is why. First of all, again, like, I already kind of lost some the other day, tonight. And if they go any further, I mean, yeah, it would be great, but I'm going to have to put an Apple iTag on those damn things, AirTag on those damn things to find them. I almost kind of want to call out to them. I mean, I lost two. Not literally, they came home, but I mean, like, I lost two for a lot longer than I wanted to tonight and the other day. And it's just like that with, like, heavier paper is what scares me. I mean, I do want to try it, and yet I'm also scared of the results. So, well, see, yeah, okay, and I have everybody, yeah, well, okay, maybe not everybody, but I'm pretty sure 90% of us. The reason why you get into it, the reason why you love it or whatever, is most likely because of gliders, because they soar through the air. It's cool to see your creation glide through the air. You want to be in there. If you've got the imagination, you can imagine yourself in there. And I long for the day where those cameras get small enough and the batteries get small enough to actually have them on board so you can fly along. God, we got to get there quick. I've already tried putting some on there, and it's just too much. I have to talk to Kay about that because he builds the biggest ones, and poster board's the way to go. And poster board might go with what you're saying with that. Poster board happens to be really thick bonded paper. We'll have to get him to, like, highlight that on the show once, so we know what we're dealing with. They could Sabertooth, especially Sabertooth LHs and pluses. They could probably handle batteries and cameras, no problem. Cameras actually aren't the problem. It's the batteries, any kind of power. We could solar power them. I mean, something like even what Powerhouse builds, because he tapes them to death. They can probably handle it. They're sturdy enough. Robert, by the way, I hope you're, like, listening or hitting the recording, because I haven't heard from you in a while, and you're kind of, like, making us nervous. Hope you're doing all right, bud. Seriously, I'll send you an email after this or something. But anyway, yeah, like, I mean, use it any YouTube tutorials as a reference. Probably not ours, huh? Just that it's a point of contention because we'd, like, always talk a good game, but we don't have many how to builds on there. Nice has got more than I do. Although people have mentioned the Cirrus is pretty good, and I did fly that today. But like, we, as in IVPAC members, we build everything because we see ourselves as, a core, an air core. So we can't build just gliders. We got to build stunners. We got to build interceptors, as we call them. Just like the ones that you would like. They don't glide. You throw it like a baseball. You throw it like a rock. Just goes. Go that way. Straight, far, straight, fast. Yeah. So that's how, like, and I've said that's like his members. You got to do it because you got to prove that you can make all of those. Yeah, it's great. Make 20 gliders. We don't like differentiate. It's just I like to expand the horizon. And you know how much of a challenge it turns out to be is to actually get, like, anybody can upsize any plane. That's pretty easy. Okay, we're looking at you. Although KA is the master. But, like, to get the plane to do what you want to do while you're upsizing it, that usually happens to be I think the key. Like, if you really do want it to make sure that, like, it's typically our bombers and cargo birds, the airlifters, especially the airlifters. The bombers, not so much. But the airlifters, the cargo is typically carried either in the box or on the wing, especially if you're carrying another aircraft to the front lines, as it were. And, like, Well, you don't want them to flip over during flight because it drops the cargo before it gets to the intended destination. So, nice. Hey, Maverick, there you are. That's cool. You got audio? Yeah, tell me about it, bro. Oh, man, you're going to turn this into a show if you come on. Yeah, but no, yeah, we just build, like, it's more than the glider. It's like, we have to build a dart or two, which I guess actually that's a pretty good description of what you're saying as far as the hybrids, or I mean, I'm sorry, the darts would be our interceptors, and the hybrids. I kind of wonder, like, everybody's got a different opinion as to what hybrids are. I can see hybrids as like, okay, well, I consider the hybrids using two different pieces. We've talked about this in a previous show about a year ago, I think, and it's in Tech Talk. Um, they're different. I see it as like using just what you said, like use copy paper, and you might use a core or a structure of cardstock, but it wouldn't be the whole aircraft. Um, I don't have one handy. I'm not getting up. But wait, maybe I can use. Oh, we'd have to slip the hell down. I need that. Son of a gun. Is that thick? Oh. Fine. I'll use the sheet that I was showing you. This right here, this thing, which is obviously thick, because you hear this crap? It's sticker paper, because it's actually kind of like a picture. I can't use this. I'd love to use this, but I can't use this. But what I would do, I wouldn't fold a plane out of this. I mean, okay, I could. But I would actually take the plane, build a normal plane. Like out of anything. Doesn't matter what it is. Any one of my aircraft. Any one of your aircraft. Out of normal paper. And then use this and make the cuts inside of it and try to create more of a structure, which ironically also is one of our tech talks in a previous video. And again, that's what I would consider a hybrid. So hybrids are kind of, I get it actually when you guys talk about it. I think it's probably more glider dart, a glart, if you will. I've heard and seen people call it that. Like, matter of fact, one person's aircraft is called the glart for that reason. It darts and it glides. And I do think actually some of the better ones actually do both for that reason. They gotta get out there first. So they gotta be darts before they can glide. Man, that's good stuff. Oh my God, it's vegan cane sugar. Rocky Mountain root beer. Pretty good stuff. We got a lot of varieties of root beer here in Wisconsin. Anywho. Yeah, but I hear what you're saying though. So yeah, I need to try that. I need to try those. I need to not be scared. I need to not be shy of these aircraft. And are getting these aircraft to go like that. So it's on my list of to-dos. As a matter of fact, it is. I can honestly say that because we have a tech sheet. And the tech sheet features like anything that we can think of. Anyone that's like your suggestion. Like using cardstock, like using thicker paper. And I can honestly say, like, I list all the aircraft that I have. And I list all that stuff and the tech that is, and whether or not it can be used and whether or not it has been used. Certain airplanes can't do certain things. So, I mean, like you can't really, I call it the STE, slanted trailing edge. It's nothing spectacular. But, like, I mean, when you see a standard paper airplane, you kind of think of standard paper airplane. There's a certain standard, but, like, for example, the new design that I have, I call Delta Diamonds because it's a Delta wing, but it gives a little tip there, so I call it a Delta Diamond. The slanted trailing edge is usually what I'll use, the axe, is that there, you know, like when you're forward, your leading edge looks like that, but then your trailing edge goes up, you know, back, kind of like somewhat newer stealth planes is that aren't using lambda wings now. So, a lot of our aircraft kind of use those. Now it's kind of set a standard. Certain planes haven't tried it yet, but almost a lot of. The point I'm saying though is with the STE, you couldn't do that with a Delta Diamond. You're in there, all right. We going live with this? Or are you just talking your ass off? No, I'm kidding. I get it. I'm on here. Maverick's coming on board, so just run it. Hey, man, this is actually turning into a show. Don't you be ranting and shit. Because you're doing that crap. I ain't cutting up. Trying to, man, it's been a show. You know what I'm saying? It's been a freaking show. It's been a minute. Where the hell are you? There he is. Okay, that's better. I gotta go back to my headphones. Because, well, I need my headphones. Why is that up? You hearing me, by the way? Why the hell am I not hearing you? Good Lord God. For fuck's sake. It's always something. Every single bloody time. Yeah, no, you're not muted. Speaker's right. Volume's up. I can't hear you. Which means I can't hear you. Damn it, Kenny. What? You pooch? Got my pooch? I mean, I see that your screen is green. I don't see nothing. Hold up. It's got to be on my end. You're in voice. I'm in voice. We're in voice. Hi. Try bear. Or is it you? Is it you? Check your end. Because everything on my end shows it should be fine. Everything on my end shows it should be fine. Which is unusual. Not even kidding. That is unusual. Normally it's not supposed to do that. I can change it. Just to see if it's causing a problem. I need to go to my headphones. Oh, bloody hell, mate. Wait. It says it's not... Why would you not be... Oh, my God. Yeah, but it's not hearing anything. You're listening to me on the live show, but you're not seeing... Why? Because freaking OBS is overriding it? Shouldn't do that. It didn't do it the last time. Okay, that's better. It's better.
Is that better? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Powerhouse! Oh my God, what's here?
I mean,
yeah, they can hear you, I think. When you're not quiet. Wait, where'd you go?
I can't hear you on
OBS? Or Discord?
unless I unmute this stream.
Well, I mean, if it comes down to it, you could do that. You're not getting any lag.
Yeah, I can't hear you on Discord.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're not getting too much lag, are you? Is it okay like this? Yeah, like you said, OBS has locked out the mic.
Yeah, it is. There is delay.
But not much. Yeah, I'm not even turning green. Okay, I see what you mean. But you're live, so you're there.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't.
Well, I mean, you gotta get. Oh my God! I really gotta. Oh Jesus! Love the mic, but if we do this, I'm probably gonna have to go back to a headset because if I do this, all of a sudden I get the echoic quality.
Yeah, you got to fix it.
Yeah, and I don't want to play with it that much because I had the show going for a while. Well, I mean, I can, but. So what's up, people? We got a show.
I mean, I hear an echo only because I'm trying to listen in two places. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, I don't hear your echo, which is actually better. And all I got to do to avoid it is turn my speaker down, but then I can't hear you. See what I'm saying? I need my headphones. And the headphones work great, so I don't know why I don't do that. It's just because the mic, I guess.
Oh, well, I mean, I can, like, is it a bad echo?
No, I don't think so. Actually, kind of sounds more like a
Oh,
studio.
I need to turn the mic down. I seem really loud on the screen.
Do you really? Yeah, that's true. That's my fault. I remember that from last time, and I was gonna fix that. I guess.
Oh, well, I mean, I can, like, is it?
If you're gonna play with it, let me know
Is it a
because I
bad
won't play
echo?
with it on my end.
No,
If you're
I
gonna
don't
play with it
think
on
so.
your end.
Actually, kind of
Sounds
fix
more
it on
like a
mine. Oh, I
studio. Okay. Well, then do that, and I'll reset it to where because I dropped yours, but I can raise it back. Of course, then again,
Wait,
if
say
you were,
something.
well, if you raise your end, I drop the desktop, then I won't sound so echoic. Oh, whatever. Robert, it is so good to see you. I was worried about it. How you been, brother? It's been a while, and we were a little bit concerned there because you were having issues. We feel you, brother. We feel you. But as long as you're there, as long as it's happening. What you think of the new look? The new look looking good? Looking all right? I'm hoping that once we get, like, if we're on this show, it'll be really cool because, I mean, like, you see my camera view. You see, like, I'm in that little, what looks like a phase 3. I'm hoping that I can get y'all in the same kind of thing. So, like, somebody picks One Day Planes and they're just in a little mask. That's what I'm going to do. And we'll be in little things until we do the news shows, which case we'll be on TV screens. Yeah, don't we need to be seen on TV, right?
Yeah, but I don't have a silhouette of anything that I could use. They're all
What do you do? I was going to put Spider up there. I've got that already ready. I mean, for yours,
Yeah, I figured that's the one I might use.
yeah, well, for yours, well, first of all, it's part of your logo. But second of all, it's like, it's tricky because it kind of looks like a lot of,
This delay sucks.
in a silhouette, it looks like a lot of Delta Diamond planes. Like it could be Venom, or Venom Vortex. It could be Javelin. But it's been your logo, so it doubly works for you. I mean, dude, if I do Roberts, it's gonna be like if he gets on the show, does a cam, this is just gonna be that his logo, which is 2 freaking triangles.
It's gonna be some duct tape.
It's gonna be a lot of duct tape. Oh my god, that'd be cool. He's just gonna get a circle,
It's
maybe a
some duct
ring.
tape.
And oh man, can't dude Dalton's with KIA if he uses
No,
his
just a roll
logo.
of
Okay, we're probably
duct
just
tape.
gonna pick shapes. We're probably just gonna go with shapes. Let's go with that right now. If you got something with a logo, I'll probably use it. It just so happens I can use a phase 3. But like if you can't, well, see that's what I mean. I'm not using my logo. I'm using a phase 3. So you can pick whatever the hell you want. Just let me know. I'll plug it in and boom. I'm telling you, man, those flights were bloody
Okay,
awesome,
but
dude.
I missed like the first half of the show, so
They
I
were
don't know what
they
you're
were.
talking about.
I did a lot of like the weekly show stuff. So I talked
I
about.
did watch the video of the flights though.
Oh, did you? Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot more to put up, so be ready for that. You telling me I gotta do this? I gotta. So when we do this, you gotta be ready with Discord first, and then start the OBS. So we just come through. Oh yeah, I guess so.
So yeah, that's what we used to do it, or the way I used to do it is go into Discord first, and then start OBS, and then the audio picks up through there.
Because didn't you try it or I tried it once where we actually had OBS running, but we disabled the mic and we tried to use it through Discord and it kind of did it screw it up or did that actually work? It's just the lag comes through bad.
I don't remember. It's been like freaking 2 years, bro.
Yeah, it was a while ago. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. I can't, yeah. So people, forgive us for like this little flub. I would stop it and redo it, but we've done that before, and I've already gone on
I'm
for
just
like,
going based off of Discord OBS experience.
yeah, yeah. It was, yeah. Our past experiences with it are, we got some, but we're bringing you a better product, I promise.
I mean, this halfway works.
Yeah, no, this does. The lag's a little bad, but it's not
What you
bad.
could do is if you got another mic, you could have that pick up Discord.
Now you make me think about using the headphones, because I could do that. I could plug the headphones in, and
And then I can, and
would that work?
I can just turn on or mute the stream, and then my audio is coming through, so it doesn't matter.
Right, that's true. That's true.
But then we can check and see if there's a like echo or whatever.
There better be a fucking echo. Well, there won't be an echo because I won't have to use my desktop speakers. I can use the headphone speakers, so you won't hear that. Luckily, you won't see this either. Bear with us, folks. We're not having
But is
technical.
it playing desktop audio? That's the question. If you're,
Yeah,
I mean, it shouldn't pick you up.
this is gonna be crazy. I haven't done this in a while. Hold on, we're gonna play with this just a little bit. We should be okay. Did I bring my phone? Yes, I did. Good, because I need a freaking flashlight. Yes, I've become one of those people. If this works, I might just leave these plugged in. Only reason I haven't done this is I've been worried about how, well, it hasn't overrode the main mic yet, so the question would be, did it override my system?
No, I heard it.
You heard it? Okay, the question is now you see me, I got ears on. Hey, big buddy, you got your ears on? Oh, hell. See, the funny thing is the computer tells me that OBS and Discord are using the mic. So if they're both, wait, I'm green on Discord now.
Well, yeah, now because you're using the other.
Well, bloody hell.
And I don't hear an echo on the screen.
Really? That's gone?
Yeah. Well, I hear like you and then I hear it repeat, so it's not really an echo like for me. It's
Right. Guys, you're not hearing anything bad, are you, out there? As long as we're sounding good, that's really all that matters.
powerhouse. How does it sound? Do we sound like ridiculous? Or
Oh, I'm sure everybody will be the first to tell us.
it's not really an echo like for me. It's
We sound like utter crap.
popped in and popped out, and we just don't sound like crap.
Guys, you're not hearing anything bad, are you, out there? As long as we're sounding good, that's really all that matters. I don't even know which one I'm coming. Okay, I can tell I'm good, but I can't tell, like. Oh, I'm sure everybody will be the first to tell us.
Doesn't matter. We can fix it later.
We could, yeah. Yeah, all right.
I'm not here to rant. I just had a busy day.
Oh, yeah, no, I get it. That's cool. I mean, it's better when the others drop in. I had the show. I wasn't even going to do it live again, but I didn't. Well, yeah, I was because I knew I didn't record it last night. But I've been flying, so I've been flying and I've been like busting ass by the wind because the wind is just ridiculous, dude.
It looked a little crazy, like as far as like a couple of those flights looked like the wind was like say like the first one, when it went down the hill and everything, I was like, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, those make it more worthwhile when those actually work, you know. So, and like I know dealing with those. It's like I always say, if you take it out there and it's a windy day, you're just finding stuff that you don't want to find out. Like the plane might be going better than it would if it was a still day. Still days or inside shows your skill, because any plane will probably fly at the wind. You're gonna have a problem with that being in Florida, buddy. If you get over that humidity. Is it bad?
It's a good question.
You're gonna have a problem with that being in Florida, buddy. If you get over that humidity.
It's not bad now, but it's still terrible.
It's still terrible.
Yeah, let me.
Bad?
It's a good question.
You're gonna have a problem with that being in Florida, buddy.
Oh, and it says it's about to rain too, so that doesn't
Well, I mean, hey, if you can deal with it long enough to like,
It says 80%.
damn, yeah, that's pretty bad.
But, I mean, I don't even know how I can't even get it out. But basically, like, it was gonna rain earlier, and it never did. And it's just been kind of windy. But it says it's supposed to rain here in like the next 20 minutes. We'll see.
Well, it's not like you're gonna fly either. So but you have been able to. So
Yeah, I could. Well, I've been super busy with the move and everything else. So, like, and then gonna rain earlier. Birthday party and everything else. And yeah, it's just yeah. It says it's supposed to rain here in like the next 20 minutes. Work was ridiculous. But
well, it's not like you're gonna.
get into that. Busy these last like
And yeah, I got you. It's always been. I know when you sent me the text about you getting like all that overtime, I was like, oh crap, he's gonna be down for a bit. So
yeah. I mean this last like week and a half, 2 weeks have been pretty busy. But I haven't even gotten to the point where I've looked at the base closures and stuff like that. But I will say I'm hoping to do that here in the next like couple weeks. I'm still trying to go through and organize the space out here. I have not found the cameras. I know I have them. I just don't know where.
okay,
Like I'm looking for them, but I found one. But I know I have. Like, say I'm hoping to do that bunch more. Like,
okay.
and I'm trying to find them. I know I've recently seen them, so it's not like I saw them like a couple years ago. I haven't seen them since. Found like I've recently seen them cameras. I know I have them. I just haven't seen them since the move.
Okay.
Ish. Like I saw them probably around like one, maybe a little bit. But I know I have. But I just don't know. We still got some bins that we gotta go through that are stacked in the house against the wall. So I could have just. They could be in one of those, and I thought they were like that bin wasn't mine because I missed some other stuff too. So I'm just trying to hope that I find it because I don't know where the hell it could be if it's not there. So I should hopefully find it here in the next like couple weeks.
Okay. Well, I mean, I figure you're on the home stretch, so it's like if we've been out, you know, we've been without you for so long. It's like take your time, just get the rest of it set up, and you'll be okay. Get the family settled, get yourself settled. You know.
Yeah, I mean that's basically what I'm working with. And then listed and closed and opened and everything else, and getting the fleet.
That's cool. That's cool.
And then I've got a couple of different spots right here in the neighborhood that I can fly, so it's really really convenient and nice.
Oh, that's awesome. That's the thing of beauty right there.
So yeah, I mean they're not like, I mean they're kind of within walking distance, but with this Florida heat and humidity, I wouldn't want to walk.
So you don't really have a yard you could fly in, though, huh?
No. Because we're in a row of townhomes,
Okay,
so it's like
that's nothing new. You've been there before.
yeah. It's like I feel like it, almost like Raintree, almost, except it's not. It's not a. It's a road, not a dedicated parking lot.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
So yeah.
Well, that's not so bad. That can be dealt with. Yeah.
Yeah. But I wouldn't. This neighborhood, I wouldn't want to fly on the street, because lo and behold, a piece of dust hits somebody's car. I guarantee you they're gonna freak out, call the HOA. So I don't want to.
Oh my God, you got an HOA in that mess too?
Dude, Florida is an HOA. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
If you have a house that is less than an acre, you're probably in an HOA. And even if you have an acre or more, you might still have an HOA.
that is messed up.
Yeah, like all the new communities down here, and even older communities have HOAs.
You can't even count that as part of a base. It sucks.
Yeah, it's just or more, you might still have an HOA. Yeah, they just dictate everything, and then
That is messed up.
for me, it's all the new communities so big of a deal. Like, and we just have HOAs. We
That's
have
you can.
great. They take care of the lawn. They take care of all the other services and stuff. So that's kind of cool. But for the most part, it's like, why the hell am I paying you? I said I wasn't gonna rant.
I know, but this is with establishing bases, so it kind of counts.
Yeah, I mean it does. Like anybody that dealt with that kind of
Right, right. Do what you got to do, guys, to get it all like worked out. But so we had So what exactly does an automatic garbage can do? Just eat garbage from your hand? It sends it straight into the swamp.
instead of it, just being open and stinky, it has a lid that closes.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
And instead of having one of those lids that just rotates as you put something in it, and closes itself. This one's got a battery that you have to replace.
Oh, that's awesome. This is another thing that needs a battery. It don't like. I mean, not that it's a bad thing, but like like. Is the battery in the lid? Yeah, it figures.
But yeah, like, so that's the plan. Like, get everything set up. Get basically get everything set up. Then get the bases established of what's open, what's closed, and then it is time for the tournaments.
Ah, yes, that's the thing that's the thing I think we all want to see. Yeah.
I've been waiting for it. Like, I was wondering if it was ever going to happen, but it's definitely.
I mean, dude, admittingly, there's two ways to go about it for you with the tournament. One is every plane that you want to fly in the tournament is now that much older, so you can be like, well, hell, it's just like it's old. I can eliminate it. Or you could just say like, well, I've never really got a chance to fly with them anyway, so they don't really count. So
Well, that's the thing, yeah. Like I haven't really flown with a lot of them.
right,
Because even with like Ninja that I built, you know what shit, 10 years ago now.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, right.
yeah.
That thing doesn't have hardly any flight time.
So I mean, yeah, I'm not. I'm definitely not suggesting they retire by a long shot. I'm just saying, that's kind of where you're at. So
Yeah, that's kind of just the nature of the way things have been going.
right.
The plan is to get the baseline established of what each one is,
Oh my God, Ninja's 9 years old. Whew.
and then build on the technology, and hopefully, expand from there.
It's true because like you have generational aircraft for yourself. That's really cool. I can't really. I mean, I have that myself, but like mine's a little bit. Mine's not as well broken up as yours is because your first generation, like you have time frames. Your first generation were the ones you built in 2000 and 2001. Then your second generation were the ones you built in 2008. And now you're on the third generation, which you built from 2016 onward. Like seriously, you have the hiatus. There's like a 7-year hiatus between each one. It's no joke. You have the hiatus. It's perfect. Twister was the last one you built in 2001, and then '08 Spider V2 rolled out, and then a whole batch rolled out in '08, ending in Firecat, and then Ninja started in 16, and then Raptor, Ekron, and Dagger came along. And like I said, like there, you have the first gen, the second gen, and the third gen going on.
Yes. Yeah, I realized that like after looking back on it, like there's been a lot that I have gone through, and a lot of the aircraft and like where I was at life wise, I can look back and say, oh yeah, I was living there. This is what happened. This is what was going on.
Damn, Vortex is
The gaps in between.
right, right.
And say, oh, this is where I was at. This is what was going on. I was probably buried in 6 feet of snow at this point.
Hey, you made me fly in the snow. You should have flown in the snow too.
I did fly in the snow. I just didn't get it recorded like I wanted to.
Ah, yeah.
I mean, I did record it, but it didn't. Yeah, it was bad.
We're gonna get
Stupid.
are we gonna get an inside look at these at the tournament too? Are we gonna get some recordings when you get the tournament going?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I've got to have recordings myself, just because I'm not going to be able to remember everything as I go through it.
Gotcha.
Writing it down is going to be writing everything down is going to be a challenge, just because there's going to be so much going on. But what I need to do, like I said before, and this is the way that I wanted to do it, is so I need to get the baseline established of each aircraft, like what that build is per se.
Okay.
I'm not trying to go crazy with it, but just like I know what Spider is, I know what Thunderbolt is, I know all of the others, but for some of the newer ones, I want to say, okay, well, these were still halfway in testing, kind of, when I rolled them out, and they were kind of let's see if that baseline works here where I'm at, because like we've said before, like every time you move somewhere or somebody else flies somewhere else, that it may not work.
Yeah.
That design may not work. So even though it was working in Florida before, I'm in a completely different location, and I don't know how that's going to react. So I've got to get that established first, and then also figure out the range of each of those planes. So, because I don't obviously want to have Thunderbolt versus Spider. Like that's not a good. You can't fly off against those. Like you can, but it's not apples and oranges. You're not doing the same thing.
That's true. Right. Right.
So what I want to do is not necessarily have replacements, but have other models that are similar in flight path competing against each other. And if I don't have anything, then I just have to design more stuff and then have a fly off tournament.
Yeah. No. Obviously. Yeah. That's a good way to go. Keep this.
Maybe what happens, I don't know. I've still got to get everything organized and get everything out, get everything set up, and
Keep this in mind, people. Listen to what he's saying, because this is exactly how we go about. This is how you might want to go about it. I mean, I don't know if you compare other birds to yourselves, but how we do it in the core is, yeah, this is accurate.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just, before I was just gonna build the tournament and then fly everything, and then I realized, like, oh wait, that's not gonna work, because the best Thunderbolt, the best Spider really don't do this. They're not doing the same thing, so they can't they can't compete against each other. They're not they're not the same category. So it's been like kind of one of those things that, I need to take a step back, reevaluate what I was going to do, and then go from there. Now, I will say that Ninja, Ekron, Dagger, like those three are I think all very similar in range from my previous flights and experience. And that way, Spider will be able to kind of roll in with that and then compete with those four. So I think I have at least knowing between those four what's going to happen.
That's good.
It may just be those four, because I don't need to compete with the others. But what I want to do is not necessarily find a Thunderbolt replacement, but I want to take Thunderbolt to the next level.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
Because I like you, we're sitting on 20 to 30-year-old birds, designs.
Right. Right.
And yeah, I could build one today and still, brand new, but the concept is still like 30 years old. Like, I want the technology to be advanced.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You're fighting the same thing I was, and why you were like so crushed about Javelin. But it's like, yeah, sometimes you got to have those times. You got to make that call. But I mean, like, and you were saying, like, yeah, newer tech can go on there. I could put newer tech on Javelin, keep it up, or like with Banshee. I mean, I think you pointed out Type 5 just rolled out like not long ago, but Banshee is next on the chopping block at 25 years old. So. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but dude, that hurts.
Yeah, I went through. I actually, it's funny we talking about that too, because I literally just got done going through, and when I post up my next video that's going to be on my channel, I'll talk about the news that I have, and there's a lot of stuff I got going in the works right now. Seriously, I mean that's why I'm on ND25-6. I've got a whole fleet of experimental birds because apparently I need them. So. I'll get into details on that. I don't want to waste it on this show. I'll waste it on like either Inside IVPAC or my channel. So I got some news.
But I will say, like, I'm excited for that.
What, that Diablo?
No, the new one that you built.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The stream just went down.
What? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's not. Is it limiting on how long you can be live?
I didn't think so. Wait a minute. What the hell is going on? It's showing live, but guys, are you not hearing us? Okay.
know what mine did. Mine like showed it to go offline. Oh no, it's live.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know what mine I had to return. Mine like showed.
Okay. Freaked us out for a minute there. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Sorry, I don't know what the hell happened to mine. It was weird because I've got the stream up, but I've got the sound muted.
Okay.
Let me see the video.
We promise it'll be better than this the next time. Just this time turned out to be a little, live edits, so on and so forth.
Yeah, and the fact that I had crazy stuff going on today.
Oh, you're okay. So you're talking about. You were saying excited about Indy 25-5, right? This thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. This little bitty's cool. But wait till you see Dash 6. Dash 6 rolled out today. I haven't brought it home yet. Still at work. So, can I,
are you able to? Do you have other like camera views?
oh yeah, oh yeah. Stand by one. I'll just.
I know we probably shouldn't get into this, but I want to talk about this little thing for a minute.
This little thing for a minute.
And the technology that I see on it.
Oh, you told me. Okay, okay. You tell. Yeah, we got you. Here you go. Here you go.
I'm interested to see something on the photo that I saw in the video, and I'm like, wait a minute.
All right. There's two. There they are. They're both of them here. So, number 1 and number 2.
Okay, let me see the bottom of that.
Maybe a bit better.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Delayed, but yeah, I got you.
This is the one that has the hole.
Yeah, okay. I saw that in the video.
Yeah, I was getting a little
I could
overzealous already. I shouldn't have done that, but
guess it doesn't make a difference. Like a huge difference.
it's hard. See, that's what I'm saying about overzealous. It's hard to tell because again, this one I gave actual like little wingtips to. This one doesn't have that. So is it really making a difference? I don't know because it's a different bird.
Also got, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That one also, the second one also has different Delta Diamond tips. Like the Delta Diamonds are way different.
Yeah, they're actually more mid-range, but that's actually probably because of the lack of winglets. If I gave this thing winglets, it would probably be pretty damn close to this one. They feel about the same, even though this one does have tape back here, but they're clear tape versus masking tape. You saw me put the tape on this one.
That's not. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you got the center cut. You got your F16.
Oh, dare you!
F18.
Thank you.
22. F75. That bottom. I'm intrigued by that bottom. Does it have rifle?
No, there's no rifle in this, believe it or not.
What the heck is on that second one that makes it look like that? It's got a rifle fold on the
This thing?
Yeah, like that edge is just
Oh. It's just because of the creasing I did to actually, if I'm correct, I think what I had to do with this one was, kind of hyper creased it because I started a different one first and then I had to develop it into the crease that it currently has. So there's remnants of the old fold in there. So that's why it probably looks like rifle is present. Actually, no, you know what? That's more on this one because this one, you can see it right there.
I see that one.
Yeah, that's number 1, and yeah, it definitely has that. You,
The nose fold there, it looks like it has rifle.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's okay. I see what you see. Yeah,
It curls by, you know what I'm saying? It comes up by the nose,
right.
and then it goes back underneath the wing. And I was like, oh, is that like? Oh, that's that. Wait,
That's more.
that's the wing.
Yeah, that's more whatever you want to call this. Yeah, exactly. I haven't named it yet. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a canard. I don't know if it's a strake. I don't know if it's flows, but it's something like that. And yeah, Sabretooth has something like that, but we gotta get into that. I haven't even got it out of my developmental fleet yet, but yeah, okay. It flies pretty good.
That's something like new, dude.
It's a little different, yeah. It's not when you find out how it developed. It's not extraordinarily new, but it's
Thought those strakes or wings or whatever they are underneath, I thought they were just in the back.
oh like here.
Like basically to where the wing pocket is on them.
Okay, yeah.
So I thought they were like that size
Oh yeah, no,
from the video because I couldn't tell from the video. All I could see was that.
right.
I couldn't see it go all the way down the plane. Like you can just see it.
Yeah, that's where that rifle look is coming from that you're talking about. Yeah, because the fold emanates from all the way up here, and that little thing just all the way up. Yep.
So that's tucked up underneath, and then the only thing I see in the video is the back end of that. So, which I didn't even see the freaking tail on that thing either.
Oh really? Oh.
Yeah, the underneath one.
Oh yeah, where I kept, yeah, that's a UFR, so yeah, I got the upright fin from the rudder. Yep.
I didn't even realize that from the video because I was trying to figure out those strakes.
There's-
I was like, okay,
It's
which
it,
did you fly first in that video?
it's busy with technology, dude. Seriously, it's busy with technology. This one's got a lot of flights to it. This one does not have so much, but that one flies first video. So
The first one was the.
yeah, the first one.
That was the first flight in the video.
Yep, I believe so. It should be. I have to go back and check it again, but I'm pretty sure it is.
I have to go back and listen.
Yeah.
I have to go back and listen. I didn't realize they were so different.
They're not. It really isn't so bad.
They're not.
Yeah.
Terrible, but they are different.
They're different. Like I said, if I give this thing winglets, which I'm going to have to do, it'll be a lot more like that one. Obviously, the upright fin a little bigger on number 1 than number 2, and obviously that hole. I should never have done that, but I was really, really like, I want to try the hole. I want to try the hole. So, because I figure it wouldn't be that bad because it's already got another fuselage down there.
Is that? So let me just ask this: is that 2 sheets of paper?
Nope, that's one sheet.
Fuck you.
That's one sheet.
I'm so done with you. I don't know how you do this shit.
It looks like, yeah, it looks like there's a kit. Like we talked about a long time ago on one of the shows, we talked about a kit, right? And we mentioned the kit being on there. And
Yeah, it basically looks like 2 planes.
yeah. It's really, yeah, that's I thought about that. And then when I realized I could do this, I was like, "Oh, okay, that's not hard at all." And believe me, yeah, okay.
Size paper is that?
Standard sheet. Matter of fact, it's a little bit cut.
Suck.
It's standard sheet. It's just a little cut down. Dude, okay, like I said, it looks complex, but a lot of planes like that do. And trust me, when you see it flying, you'll be, or when you build it, you'll be like, "Oh, well shit. I'd have done that." It's not. No, not really. Yeah. And I don't know exactly how it came to me either, but
Well, you've always been a fan of like those underneath strings.
I have. That's true. That's true.
And they do serve a purpose, and I understand why. And that's kind of what I mentioned, like where I'm
And I,
headed. Some technology tried.
well, it what I was looking for, obviously, is like I initially was looking for the interceptor replacement, um, and was hoping like this had enough weight for that, and these would be enough of an X-wing for that, but they're not. So this can't. They don't go far enough back on the wing. This causes better flights than you need an interceptor to do, meaning it glides a little bit better than it should. So it can't be an interceptor. It could be a patrol plane, but it can't be an interceptor.
Yeah, it could be reconnaissance.
Yeah. So
Kind of has a little bit of that range. It could be like short range reconnaissance.
possibly, yeah.
But we're getting into like the weeds with like additional roles and stuff.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't really, yeah, you're right. I wouldn't look at, I'd be looking at something more like, hell, I could just replace a trainer with it. I could replace Wyvern with it. You have been around way too long.
I'm 40 now. Like this hurts.
You feeling it because these planes have been around that long.
Feeling it because yeah, we've been around that long.
Right, right. Yeah. Yeah. It hits everybody some way, somehow. Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things.
Don't worry. I'll showcase the plane. Maybe I'll get the how to build up here really quick. That way, again, one of these things that we can just share along the ride. You guys can help me, like the X program. You guys can help me develop this thing. Because if I get the ideas out there, maybe you guys can have some more ideas. I mean, trust me, this thing has a lot of like it's already built, like it's tech heavy, but there's a lot more that can go on. I've already got 22 ideas on it. I've got a sheet written up at work about what other things I could do to this thing. I was going to write it on the plane, but I was like, I'm going to run out of room, so I'm just going to write them down. I jotted down notes because you also notice like where the strakes go to the back wing. That's actually the W body right there, tucked in. Like that's the twin keel working on that,
So
and those act as landing gear, so it holds the plane up.
you said you already have number 3. See, that looks like they're so short right there.
Yeah, that's true.
That view looks like they're just in the back.
What do you mean, like overall length, or
Yeah,
yeah?
when you look at it from the back of the plane, and you're looking down the fuselage, like it looks like those strakes are just in the back.
Oh yeah.
Now the question I have is, have you thought of doing shorter ones in the back?
Oh yeah. That's one of the tech ideas. Yep. I thought about like, oh man, there's so many. I thought about cutting these in half, having it folded against the body, and these are the only ones that are here, or these are the only ones down, and these are against the body, or
From the tip of that crease to the tip of the wing pocket on that.
you're talking about like here, right here, right?
No, 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 no. I'm talking about on that corner.
Oh yeah, okay.
What's the distance between the back of it, basically, the far edge of the back,
Far edge of the back. Okay.
where the fold is,
Yeah.
to that where that wing pocket meets?
So here,
Yeah, like there to
there, which is the back of it. There to there.
yeah, that's the back. There to
Well, this is where the tail end is, and then this is where that wing pocket's at.
yeah, but it's not to the tip of the like, cause that's a plain picture right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not the tip of the nose on that picture, but like back a little bit, like halfway down that.
Oh, like halfway down it. Okay. You're not seeing part of the like where the hole is either. It's not messing you up, is it? Or
I think so.
okay. I just want to make sure because
Seeing
Okay, okay. I wanted to make sure because like,
That is nuts, dude. I didn't realize what I was looking at. Okay, that is the hole right there.
oh, that is the whole. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Where that meets, but that's
yeah. Because the hole kind of draws you out. Yeah,
yeah, because I'm seeing the other side of the plane.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's the other fuselage tucked away in there.
That's what I mean. Yeah, it messes with you.
We're gonna have to do this off stream. We're gonna have to do this off stream because
That's cool. We'll feature ND 25-6 on something too. I'm sure this will come up in a tech talk or two maybe. Maybe it's better to show it on number one because number one doesn't have a hole in it. Number one's a little bit different, but just a little bit.
yeah, and that was easier to see because it had the printables on the bottom.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah.
That almost gives you a kind of gauge as to how long it is because they're vertical. So you see where it lies. Yeah, that fuselage tucks down a little bit more than it does in number two as well. Number two is a little bit more blended in. Not by much. Not by much.
I will say that was. It seems like that. So you gave it a W.
Yeah, it ended up that way.
Double? Is it like a double W? Like, or is it just a W?
I guess you could actually almost call these M's because of how they go in and out. But yeah,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, is it? You did it on both sides.
I did it on both sides. Yes.
Yeah. So you've got like a W.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess yeah.
You're right. I guess you can say that. Yeah, it's a double W.
Like that. Like it's weird. Like
Yeah.
that's why that thing was so freaking crazy. And that one still, the first one still looks short too.
Well, here's one of the things. Let me clear one thing about like okay, they do look short because they are short. Like okay, this one's
Actually, it's not that short.
it's like 7 3/4 inches long from tip to nose to tip. But what's throwing you off about this? Actually, this number two is a little bit longer at 8 inches solid. This one's got like the 1/4 inch shorter than this one is.
The little streaks on the bottom.
Oh, the strakes?
Yeah.
Yeah, the streaks are, that's what's throwing me off the illusion.
Yeah, because the strakes really, when they're put up tip to tip, the strakes are about the exact same position.
But it's not even that. It's just that the length of those streaks throw me off when you look at it.
I know what you. I do know what you meant. Yeah, because where they're at. Yeah, how they lie in there. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's just like, but when you're looking at it from the back, you don't see them go all the way to the nose.
That's true.
You don't see that. You only see that little portion, and that's why I'm wondering like, is there a way for you to like just have them in the back? Like maybe I don't know. Let set it down on the thing so I can kind of measure how long I'm thinking.
Okay.
Set it upside down. Set number one upside down.
Oh, wait, number one is upside down.
Yeah, but like up, like in a straight line, so I can see the.
Okay. Right, I'm gonna put both of them like that. But there we go.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Bear with me. Well, they're both upside down now. with us, folks. He's trying to get this right. Okay. Maybe 2 inches? Okay. Yeah. About right there? Okay. Yeah. I should be using a pen. Got you. Okay. Okay. I see what you're saying. Well, no, you were yeah, because you said like 2 left, so like it would be here or you initially said 2 inches, so you threw me off because I was prepared for going there, but then you said just 2, so here. Yeah, right. Those are 1/2 inch. Yep. You almost have your shit set up then because you got the board ready. Ah, got you. Okay. You hear that, people? He's almost ready to go. He just needs the stuff. Right.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Yeah. Apparently. Yeah.
Maybe like I said, maybe we'll do an exclusive and we'll do like a drive along as it were, and we'll build one of these, and you guys can help me out, just like the X program, and you guys can help me out and take this thing where it can go. That way, everybody can see how to build this thing. Indeed, indeed. Okay.
I got some explaining to do.
I will say this: it's not a new tech. It's really not. It's an old tech. Not even just the W body, but the strakes here. This is something I've actually played with and decided to play with. All I did was take it a new direction to come up with this. So, yeah. It's actually better if they're facing this way. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. I will I will say this, I'll give you a little bit of a clue. Um the Delta diamonds that they have, this is a cut. This right here, they get this from a cut. The original Delta diamond, how they come out,
Is not here. It's like all the way back. It would be this and then this.
they'd be short here instead of out here. They get cut back here to form this. It's it's well, it's yeah, I know. It's because when they get completely built to the point where they're ready for those cuts, I did not like and I did not want where the diamond was going to form. So I changed its location where the tip was. I was like, that's not going to fly. No pun intended. So I did the cuts to change the location where the tip was going to be. And now I'm satisfied with it. So this is part of the design. But that is a cut.
I guess because you put them back in.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And I really didn't cut that much off of it. I simply altered the angle.
I got you. That makes a lot of sense.
That one, this one is about as wide as that one without the winglets. So it just needs, yeah. So it just needs the winglets. And then they really will look a lot more alike.
Oh, hell with it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. You're already along for that part of the ride anyway. Let's go ahead and put those winglets on board. I know I'm going to do it anyway. I mean, it's got the curve, but the curve wasn't going to work. The curve wasn't enough. So I'm not trying to put that wing curve in every damn thing I build. Honestly, I like it, but I'm not going to do that. Quite frankly, it'd be really cool if I could get away with just this, a small wingtip. I'd like that more than anything else. There we go. There we go. Now they look a little bit more like each other.
Damn.
That thing's pretty sleek. Okay.
Now
Now they look a little bit more like each other.
damn.
Yeah, they really look a lot more like each other now. You could tell this one's flown. So yeah, that's where we're at on those. Yeah, we could, well, like you said, we could go along like off cam, or we could go on a different show and like talk about that later. However you want to play it. We do that. I might do that on my channel. I might just say like, let's go. It'll even be a show like in depth on ND25-6 or -5. Excuse me, -6 is at work still. Oh man, -6 is hot. You think this one's hot? Wait till you see -6.
What's the? Well, so where's -4?
-4. If you watch the early part of the show, -4 is this thing, which is a lot like the one that you guys sat with me and built 2.5 years ago. This thing. Yeah, and this one is different than the one that you sat along and built with me 2.5 years ago. It's built similar, but the wingspan is a lot greater. This is probably a non-starter, but this is ND25-4. It does say do not use, so chances are it's not going to get used. That is a honest to goodness piece of wood taped down because that's the only way to hold these damn wings down, or else the wings wouldn't be held down. I know, these are cool, and there's a use for them, but this one, not so much. Unless, of course, I want to replace Banshee with this. Then maybe we could talk. Now, don't ask about 1, 2, and 3, because 1, 2, and 3 are not here. Actually, 1, 2, 3, and 6 are not here. 1, 2, 3, and 6 are at work. I'll bring them back, and we can discuss later. Here we have 4 and 5. Yeah, ND25 or ND 2025 is turning out to be pretty busy. Oh. Root beer. Holy crap, it's actually turned into a hell of a show. This is cool.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't my plan
Was it your plan?
to like go crazy with it, but
No, yeah. Well, it's good. It's nice. I'm glad you showed up. I mean, it gave everybody a little update as to how you were going, because I'm pretty sure, like, after the last show, they're like, I thought you said he was coming back, and he hadn't been in a couple of weeks. I'm like, I think I might have mentioned you were busy, but, like, we're giving him some time because I knew you had to settle down. You know, you had to get everything up right. So,
I didn't figure you'd be on next week. So yeah, no, it's okay. Like I said, take your time, get settled.
be on every week,
Yeah.
it's just
What we got to do, we got to figure. We'll figure that out once you get back to a regular. I get Dalton involved. Anybody that's going to be on the show will get involved and make sure, like, any scheduling conflicts. Do you want to block a period of time someday? Like, we'll be free for like 3 hours and crank out 4 shows that we record, like we did before. We're setting that up, or however you want to do it. We can go live this night, every night. Fine, we could do that. Whatever.
I hear the thunder.
That's really gonna hurt my ass here in about another month too, because fucking pack season's about to start.
Yeah.
And that's gonna knock me out of semi-regular. Although it's gonna be different this year. I will actually have a standard day off every day of the week instead of having to work.
Is it gonna be the same day every week, or just,
It's probably not gonna be the same day every week. That's part of the problem.
but that's fine because I have a somewhat regular schedule. So that's
Yeah. I mean, I may still be able to milk my Saturday nights off. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to milk my Saturday nights off. So it just won't affect me as badly as before. Which is good. Which is good. Really cool if they wangle me 2 days off, but then it would be normal, and they don't want anything normal going on during the fucking summer, so I'll be stuck the way I am. But we'll figure it out. I mean, we've got shows out to people the past couple years, so I'm pretty sure nothing will be affected this year. Anyway. So we good? You want to call it for now?
I think so.
Okay, we got updates. Got a lot of updates. Told everybody about everything going on. We Mark stopped by, Robert stopped by. That was cool because we were, like I said, worried about him, making sure he was doing okay. At least he dropped in, let us know he was okay. We had Fuzzon Robin there. He's got a channel, and everybody else has got channels. Hey, check him out. Nice to see somebody stopping in the chat. Yeah, he Mark will be, well. At least he's live on the audio, but he'll be back up in the very near future, and we'll probably offer you a couple more new looks. Because once the live minds get to going, some things might change. So be ready for that crap. Yeah, right.
The rest of this cleaned up.
It'll be cool. Yeah, it'll be cool to see how your like bases turn out, and then the tournament begins. I think that's probably the most highly anticipated thing in IVPAC in a while.
It's been that way. It's been on hold for.
Right?
But yeah,
That's pretty good.
that's coming.
Yeah, it's coming, people.
It's coming. I've been saying this for like a decade.
It really is. It's been that fucking long. Yeah. But anyway, like I said, thanks for stopping in, people. It was the weekly show. It was a good show. But in the meantime, y'all know the drill.